Pisces family, hello and welcome to your August 2024 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden, and Pisces, I'm so glad you're here. How are y'all doing? It's been a minute since I've seen y'all, so I'm really glad that you're here. And this will be a general reading for my Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. All right, loves? Know that, Pisces, whenever you come across this message, it's going to be the right time for you to hear what's in this video. So if you don't catch this video right after I post, don't sweat it. Hopefully there'll be something in this video for you at the time that you see it or feel that tingle to watch. All right, loves, I also have an Instagram account. If you want to check out my Instagram, it's at Ms. Eden, links in my bio. And I have plenty of stuff that gets posted over there that does not always cross over to my YouTube. So y'all, let's keep growing that family, and thank you all for all your likes, comments, subscriptions, follows, shares. It really means a lot, and I'm really excited to keep growing this community, this family. So sending you all so much love. Wonderful, wonderful Pisces. Pisces, let's talk about the astrology and the general energy of this period we're in, okay? Before we get into your reading for the month. In general, and I have my notes over here, that's why I keep glancing over. But in general, Pisces, the collective and really like the planet at large as well, we're all going through a huge collection of energy shifts through this period. The energy and the pace will be picking up for the remainder of the year. We'll put a little asterisk on that because we're kind of in a retrograde cycle right now, and that's a little bit more of a slowdown, a reflecting cycle, a reviewing cycle. But anyway, in general, through December, through the remainder of the year, the energy will be picking up. The pace will be picking up. So if y'all are like, oh my God, the energy I thought was fast enough already, stuff was already popping off a lot faster than I, can maybe handle sometimes. Well, guess what? It's going to be getting faster, and changes will be happening more suddenly. We'll just need to stay really flexible and with our ability to adapt. All right, y'all. The reason for this is because we have a lot of planets, especially outer planets, the larger, slower moving outer planets, changing signs in a very condensed period of time. And I'm talking time in like the cosmic space and time kind of scale, right? Not our human time frame, which is much shorter. But what's happening and what has been happening, what will continue to happen during this period we're in, is that a lot of planets, the outer ones, will be shifting from earth and water signs into fire and air signs. Big shifts. Earth and water are a lot denser, much heavier, and a lot more about the things physically we have, versus air and fire, which is more about like the things we think, the things we feel, the things we create, right? So it's a big paradigm shift for us as humanity that's going on. So if you've been feeling some certain ways the last while, it's kind of been a minute that this shift has been going on, right? You could call them like some ascension symptoms might include things like headaches, more frequent body and joint aches, ringing in the ears, or fatigue, like really heavy fatigue, depression, or more vivid and lucid dreaming. That's just a short list of like what we call ascension symptoms when what's happening is like we're going through an energetic upgrade. All of us, and that's it can be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes when we're like upgrading energetically our frequencies. I'm going to put up a longer video about more of the astrology in August, so look out for that. But to highlight a couple things in June and July before we tap into the highlights of August, there was a big conjunction between Mars and Uranus mid-July. And conjunctions are where the planet's aspects will kind of play off one another a little bit more. And Mars is the planet of self, of ego, of fire, of creativity, right? But of aggression, of war. Think about Mars and Aries, the war god in mythology. And then there's Uranus, which is literally the god of like the skies and the universe, right? But he, like, it's the bringer of sudden and swift change, groundbreaking, earth-shaking change, sudden, swift. Like I said, with the energy of what we're going through, we're going to see a lot more of that between now and the end of 2024. We also are coming off of 2 Capricorn full moons, which is very rare to have 2 full moons in the same sign. The first was at the end of June. The second was at the end of July. The second of the Capricorn full moons was very interesting because it was at the 29th or anaretic degree of Capricorn, which is the final degree in a sign before the planet shifts into the next sign, or in this case, the moon. So yeah, we have this full moon, which already brings the energy of conclusions and wrap-ups in Capricorn, an earth sign, where we have, all about control and structure and organization and government bodies and systems, wrap-ups and conclusions in that area. At the 29th degree, additional conclusions and wrap-up finalities kind of energy playing in there. Like, wow, it's a bunch, right? We have a lot of the shifting of Capricorn into Aquarius in general. So anyway, you can check out, I think, my Pluto retrograde quick little clip for that, for a little bit more info on that. Also, at the end of June, we had Saturn go retrograde, followed very soon after by retrograding Neptune at the beginning of July. So we're entering, again, we're in this period, and Pluto is retrograde as well. Pluto is retrograding back into Capricorn for its final time for the next 200 and something years in Capricorn before it shifts fully direct into Aquarius, an air sign, earth to air, at the, I think like around mid-October, sometime in, I think, October. So huge shifts, again, huge shifts. Then we get to August, and August we have a new moon in Leo, which is going to be a really lovely new beginnings kind of energy. Leo, a fire sign, so it's going to bring a lot of creativity, a lot of, again, just like pizzazz kind of energy, to get out there, be seen, be heard, show yourselves. It can be a really lovely energy to harness if we've been feeling a little bit stuck or introverted recently. Also, then right on the heels of that new moon in Leo, we have Mercury retrograding, and it will be retrograding through the signs of Virgo, an earth sign, and Leo, again, a fire sign. So earth and fire, water and air, right? Like all these shifts happening. Mark your calendars for the 19th of August, because that is a big day. We already have a full moon in Aquarius on that day, and there's just a lot of extra business happening. So I'm going to try and include that in a longer astrology for August kind of video for y'all. But mark your calendars. That's going to be a big day, okay, with a lot of maybe like bumps. Well, we'll get more into that. All right, so Pisces, if y'all have made it this far, please go ahead, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. It would be excellent to hear your comments and your thoughts. The feedback I really appreciate, and it always really helps to know how these videos resonate with you, because otherwise I'm just floating around and trusting my guides, which is great. I want to trust and surrender to the universe and all my guides and my knowledge coming from above, or from the other planes, you could say. I don't know if above is the right word. It's all around, right? But their feedback also really helps, if some of these things have resonated with you. So Pisces, let's get into your reading for August. Here you are starting off the month, reverse 2 of Swords. So you're coming out of this period of maybe indecision, where you've had to be a little bit more on your own, introverted, taking out the voices and opinions of others in order to make a choice between usually 2 things. This is all about giving your mind, Swords, the space to make this important decision. And the energy that's crossing you with this decision coming into August is the reversed Death card. Now, this is for Scorpio. Death is always associated with Scorpio energy. So when I see, again, Death reversed, it's like we have moved through a period of shedding. I also just heard really quick that, again, this is a general reading for my Pisces, so I know there's a lot of y'all out there, but I'm hearing some of y'all are blocking a death and rebirth cycle. So this can go two ways. One is, again, this is a death and rebirth cycle, not a literal death. Please understand that. I'm going to say that again. This is not a literal death. Okay? This is all about Scorpio energy, like dying and shedding of all the new, letting that old skin, those dead and dying scales or skin, shed off and release to make space for the new, where you can just really be like from the phoenix from the ashes, ascending from the darkness, really. So it is a bit of a harsh card where you got to really get down and dirty into the darkness, and hit rock bottom a little bit, and then from that you get the rebirth and the launching off. But this is telling me that a lot of you are moving through or have already moved through that cycle. And again, you've now been able to make this choice, or again, for those of you that are blocking this, there's a fear holding you back from releasing what you need to release, letting go of what or whomever you need to let go of, that's holding you back, that's not present for your best self now and in the future, I'm hearing. And that's why, let me go back to this card again, another meaning I'm hearing for some of my Pisces is that you're having trouble making this decision. Because again, you're blocking this. Those Pisces who have already moved through this death card, you've also already made that choice. You're having some clarity on that, and that choice is behind you. For others who are blocking this out of fear, perhaps, of the unknown, it's scary. It's totally freaking scary, Pisces. That's why you can't decide. That's why you're having difficulty, and you're like, I got to take myself out of the reins for a second, but you can't figure it out in your head which way to go. Well, surrender is a big key tool in helping you figure out and flip both of these right side up. Okay? Beautiful Pisces. Yeah, because at the base of your reading for August coming in, you got a lot of fast moving energy. 8 of Wands. Like the energy has been moving fast around you. So again, all these shifts make sense. A lot of shifts have been happening for a lot of us very quickly, like we talked about for the overall astrology and energy of this period, right? Shifts are happening very fast. The energy is coming in really rapidly. And we need to it's hard for us sometimes to just assimilate and pause and take in everything that we're receiving. But you have been receiving a great deal of new energy at the base of all this to help you make this choice, this decision, to help you release and shed what it is, Pisces, that you need to let go of. I know, water sign, you got a big emotional attachment. You're the one sign that lives forever. You're the one water sign that lives forever in the water. You are constantly surrounded by the emotion. So listen, it's about allowing this energy that's coming in, that's at the foot of your reading this month, to help you release what it is you need to release emotionally, Pisces family. All right, loves. In the recent past, for my Pisces, Ace of Swords. So a whole new, again, that's why for some of you, I'm thinking that the first two cards, that 2 of Swords and that Death card, there's very much a duality depending on the Pisces that's watching. This is a general reading after all, but you have a new mental acuity, new ideas, new projects. Maybe some of you have had new businesses launching off the ground, new collaborations, right? New ways of using your mind, Pisces. This is all about, again, harnessing that energy, that 8 of Wands that's coming your way to bring about a totally new way of approaching mentally the world, and your goals and your tasks, the things that you want to accomplish. I'm picking up. Yeah. At the head of your reading, the top, crowning your reading for August, is a reversed Ace of Wands. So again, like 2 aces. And when I see reversals, again, I always take into account the full meaning of the card, the upright and the reversed. It's not like it's just the negative version of whatever the upright meaning is. It can just sometimes also mean a delay. So like some of you are having what I'm picking up on this is like that all that new rapid energy that's coming your way, you're kind of like, you're thinking about it and you're a little anxious about it. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know quite how to use this yet. I'm still having trouble making my choice. Or I've just made my choice, like, give me a second, let me catch my breath, like, my mind's moving, it's going, like, let me just, okay, like, I got all this energy. This is very much about bringing that energy also because it's crowning. So again, like, this is, I don't have enough hands, but imagine, like, the two of swords in the middle where my face is, right, crossed by the death card. And then this is at the foot and above. But notice that I know the wand is upside down and reversed for y'all, but it's also in your reading, it's pointing back directly at you. So this is all about how you're using your energy for yourself, bringing your energy back to yourself. Have you been giving your energy away to a lot of other people, places, and things, Pisces? A lot of things that aren't, like, sometimes we do that as avoidant activity, you know, so that we don't have to deal with this business and here, so we can be like, okay, I'm just going to help and spend some time over here with these people, with these things, with these projects. But this is all about, again, bringing your energy back to you. I get the sense, because again, you have both of these wands at the head, the crown and the base around you. And then again, this new energy of the Ace of Swords for your mind, just like new projects, new ideas, all coming in really fast. So future Pisces in August might have some difficulty tapping into, there's 2 meanings to this, again, because there's kind of this duality with this Piscean reading that I'm picking up. So some of my Pisces, I should say, are having trouble tapping into their inner child. Again, you got a lot of mind activity, you got a lot of new energy coming at you, you got a choice to make. You have a lot of shedding and like darkness that comes with like deep realization and learning, self-learning and growth. And then so you can, again, that growth, that like phoenix element of the death card, the death and rebirth, going down into the depths to launch back up. It can get really muddy where we forget to tap into the more joyous side of life. And that is, I'm finding in my own personal life, so crucial. To like bring a little fun in, no matter how many tasks I have to do on my to-do list, which will always be, it'll be never ending. For as long as I'm living, I will always have a to-do list when I'm not sleeping. I'll, be having that in my head. But this is about learning balance with how to bring a little bit more self-pleasure, like joyous, like childlike wonder kind of activities back into your world. And maybe some of y'all in mid and late August will have some difficulty or some realizations that like, oh, I haven't felt that joyousness, because it's just been like mind and energy and release work and choices, and it's like, it's so serious, right, that it's been hard to tap back into the wonder of life. For others of y'all, it's like the avoidant ones who are avoiding the shedding, the death card, who are avoiding the release. It's like, yeah, there you are, you're avoiding it. You're like, you're too caught up in the wonder and the childlike and the playful good times and the hanging with other people and the being, tapping into our vices and giving a little bit too much to habits and things that we know aren't really serving our best purpose for the long term. So there's that coming into play for my Pisces end of the month, because that's kind of in your future, what you're going to see in the future. But again, this is just for August. So, but here, Pisces, here you are right now, Sun card. Yeah. So a lot of y'all are feeling, this is the happiest card in the deck. Here you are, like right now. You're feeling good. A lot of either because you're being too playful and avoidant and you're feeling really great, you're feeling good, you're riding high. Or, again, this is later in August, so I guess let me back that up. No. But yeah, like this is about feeling just complete joy. We're finding another joy card. Find your sunshine, find your happiness, and also shedding light onto the darkness. That is what the death card is all about too. Is shining that light onto the areas that have been in the darkness for too long. And with light comes knowledge. With knowledge comes learning. And with learning, we can move forward in new and better, more informed directions. Right? So this is a really lovely energy for a lot of my Pisces to be sitting in. Again, I'm hoping that means for those of y'all who have already made the choices you need to, who have done the release work, like here's your payoff. For those Pisces who haven't done that yet, look at what your payoff is. Just saying. Just saying, Pisces who are being a little avoidant. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Here's how others are seeing you this month. Yeah, like absolutely. Just warm compassion. They are welcoming of you. Excited to see you, be around with you. 4 of Wands. So it's all about like a homecoming kind of energy. This could be about family, how your family is seeing you. A lot of, maybe some, again, like dynamics with family are coming into play, or with the home. And people have been taking notice that that's where your focus has been recently. But it's a very like celebratory, warm, compassionate, comforting kind of card, right? I mean, look at that. Like they're really happy to see y'all as you walk through this beautiful, like energetic gate, this homecoming. So that's how others are seeing my Pisces this month. Absolutely. They're like ready to invite you to the table. Pisces. They want you at the table. They want to invite you. They want to, build community with you, I'm hearing. And for those of Pisces as well, like maybe, again, some of this shedding work and newness is like shedding of things having to do with family and weights and chains that we've carried with us since childhood. There's a shedding of that. And when we shed all of that needs to be released. I know, it's upside down. When we are brave enough, and brave doesn't mean an absence of fear. Bravery means doing the thing anyway, despite being fearful, y'all. Okay? That's the meaning of bravery, true bravery. It's not about like how macho you got this and like whatever. No, it's about like being scared shitless, but still deciding like, no, okay, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do this. All right. And so again, like maybe some of that release work has been around family and the home, but again, like what you're allowing and making space for by that shedding and release is something completely new and aligned with supporting you, Pisces, lifting you up. Wow, beautiful. Your hopes and fears are that like these new connections or your closest connections at this moment. And some of these might be newer close connections. That's what I'm kind of feeling. Again, because like if there's been shedding going on with family, maybe you've been building a new family. Like again, maybe it's not blood family for you. Maybe it's about family that you have connected with over your adult life, right? Family. But there's a part of you that's like anxious and nervous about some of these individuals who are in your closest circle. It's like there's one too many people at the party that's throwing off the groove. And you're kind of like, okay, I need a red flag. It is very much a red flag when something about a relation close to you that is connected very closely to your heart. Like again, this is when it's flipped up, right? This is like your closest, like your coven, closest of close, BFFs. So when it's flipped upside down, it's just kind of a heads up of like, there's one too many people at the party, or there's someone who's in this group does not have the best intentions for the emotional well-being of the group. Their energy doesn't jive with the rest of them. So there's a little bit of fear around perhaps this new family, this new community that you're building. You're like, oh, is it going to be like that? Am I going to repeat old cycles? Or is it genuine? Like what I'm experiencing, this feeling of connection and closeness This feeling of happiness, is it genuine? And I would say it is. I think it's, it's always good to be a little extra cautious and vibe people out and suss them out, before you maybe open up too much. There ain't nothing wrong with taking time getting to know someone or a new community, right? We ain't got nothing but time. But again, there's that fear there for a lot of my Pisces this month. Yeah, absolutely. And here you are at the end of the month, but your final result, your overall kind of energy for this month, Queen of Cups. Yeah, so Pisces, y'all got to be focused on your own emotional cup, like I said at the beginning. You've been focused too much on like putting it elsewhere with others, and maybe that's been avoidance, or maybe that's just been genuine like need because others have needed you. But now it's time, Queen of Cups, to bring that cup right back to yourself. Look at her. She's focused on her emotional well-being and self. Yeah, absolutely. And at the bottom of the deck, y'all had a reverse devil. So yeah, don't fall prey to those old traps again. You've released it for a reason. You are making space for something new. So this is a reminder that you've released it. You are releasing it. Those chains, those self-defeating habits, those vices, those things that we do, that the ways that we talk to ourselves, those people that we bring into our lives that we know we shouldn't be bringing in, that are going to be ultimately bad for us. Like, you're learning, Pisces. That's what I'm seeing, and like that's why you're here. Sunshine. Because you've shown so much light and learned so much from the light you've brought into your own lives. Wow. Pisces, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Definitely come back and check out this video mid-month, end of the month, to see how some of this is hitting, and throw some comments my way, because I gotta hear, Pisces, how is this resonating for you throughout the month? Is any of this hitting? Let me know. All right, loves? Have a beautiful August, and I'll be in touch with y'all soon. Much love, y'all.